Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In the previous video, we learned how to display output in PHP and how to add comments to make our code more readable. Today, we are going to take a big step forward and talk about variables and data types. These are the two most important concepts in every programming language. By the end of this lesson, we would understand how PHP stores information, what type of data it handles, and how it uses them in your code. So when we talk about variable, a variable is a reusable container that holds or stores a data. The data could be a string, an integer, a float, boolean, and null, or even objects and arrays. So these things are the data types. These are the data types. So in order to declare a variable in PHP, you have to first start with a dollar sign and then give your variable a unique name. So let me give it a name, and then let's store a name inside.
All right, let's say you want to write a sentence within the variable. You want to add a message to a variable. There's a concept or a technique called the string literal. So the string literal would allow you to add a message to the variable that you want to display. So for example, let's say you want to print out hello coffee. You use the string literal. You just open two double quotes and then you write hello and then you add the variable name. Then it would appear hello coffee.
All right. So let's add another variable, like let's say food. Let me make it rice, and then let me print out maybe the food. So echo you love variable food. Make sure you end it with a breaking tag. You love rice. Let me add another variable, maybe email. Okay, this 44 at gmail.com. Let me write echo your email is email. Yes, so you can see that your email is email. The name of the email has appeared. So it has written your email is this. So let's say you want to make a sentence out of these things. Let's say, let me remove these things. So echo hello, then you love food. So hello coffee, you love rice. Let me add another one. Hello name, you your email is email. Hello coffee, your email is. So you can see that the email has appeared over here. I mean, let me just, for the sake of, um, let me just undo what I cleared so that you can get an understanding. So let me just come here. Let me All right. Okay. So this is how to deal with strings in data types, sorry, in variables. So to add integers, understand that integers are whole numbers. So every whole number is an integer. So let's say you want to declare an integer, maybe age. Every integer is a whole number. So let's say 20. And then we want to print out Kofi is 20 years. So the same method, echo hello. Let me just make it um, name is then age. Sorry, age, yes, old. So Kofi is 20 years old. Kofi is 20 years old. You can see it over here. Let me add another variable. Sorry, yeah, another variable. Let me name it users. So let me make the users 10. So echo there are variable users online. There are 10 users online. Let me add users. Okay, there are 10 users online. Okay, so this is an integer. So let's go to a float. Anything you see as decimal is a float. So it could be maybe your GPA, a price of something, or maybe your temperature. So let's give it a variable of maybe GPA, and let's make it 2.4, and let's print out the GPA. So echo my GPA, and just make it capital. My GPA is variable GPA. I always forget to break the line. It's something with PHP. It's very annoying. So my GPA is 2.4. So let's say you want to say Kofi's GPA is 2.4. So let's say echo um, um, Kofi name. So the name um, GPA is, let me just, is then variable GPA. Kofi's GPA is 2.4. All right. So this is how to work with float. So let's say, let me add um, a price of a commodity. Let me give a commodity, and then let me give it fruits, and then let me give it a price of $400. Okay, so let's print out the commodity. So let's echo this message. Sorry, echo. Let me just add hello. Um, name you ordered for. Let me add commodity, and it costs then the name of, let me add a dollar sign over here, and then price. Let me break it. Mm, all right, so it is throwing an error because of the dollar sign over here. So in order to display a symbol like maybe a currency symbol or any kind of symbol, you have to precede this dollar sign with a backslash. So it will automatically create a symbol for you. So you can see that hello coffee, you ordered for fruit and it costs $400. All right. So let me add another one. Maybe let me give it a variable of weight. Let me see, um, 50. Let's say the 50 is 50, and then your height is, so let me add it. You always have to add a dollar sign. It's maybe 4.3. Okay, so echo. Let me add coffees. So name, mm, weight. Coffee weighs weight, variable weight, and his height is variable height. So coffee weighs 50 and add 50 kg, and his height is 4.3 centimeters. Let me add centimeters over here. Centimeters. So that's how to deal with variables. So let's go to booleans. So anything you see as true or false is termed as a boolean, either true or false. But then because we are dealing with variables, we wouldn't be working with it now. We'll be working it later in the upcoming videos. So that's conditions and then maybe other loops. Yeah. So let's say for example, this is how to use the boolean. So let's say let's give it, it's online. Let me give it to true. So let me echo something. So okay, coffee. So name is online. So to print this, consider coffee is online. Let me add the boolean is online because we haven't specified certain conditions. So we will see that it will appear as one. So anytime you are printing out a boolean and it appears as one when you're working with variables, it means it is true. But then if it is false, nothing would appear. That's with variables. So that's how it is. So this is how to go about data types and also variables. That's how to go about variables and then data types. So that's all for today's lesson. We learned about variables and data types and how PHP uses them to handle information properly. So in the next video, we'll talk about operators, how to perform calculations and combine values in PHP. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. It's a goodbye.